Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, according to whenever you're seeing this little YouTube presentation. Today we'll be talking about Solomon's wisdom, and this is the presentation for 6th, 7th, and 8th grade religion. Before we can get started, though, we have to have the question from Monday. Yes, I know I forgot to do one yesterday. Who was Nathan's parable about? So Solomon's a very interesting character. Not one of my favorite characters from the Bible, but is the favorite of a lot of people. The first 11 chapters of the first book of Kings has to do with Solomon, and Solomon is son of King David and Bathsheba. It's interesting to note that 250 years from the time where the Israelites were slaves of Egypt, Solomon actually marries Pharaoh's daughter. Now, you may ask yourself, why would uh, an Israelite marry Pharaoh's daughter? Well, in those days, a lot of times kingdoms solidified their agreements by the king marrying into the family of the other king. Okay? So, as a result of that, Solomon, who had more than one wife, um, actually has an alliance with the king of Egypt. Now, this is where I have a problem with Solomon, is because when he marries Pharaoh's daughter, he actually makes a temple for her and her Egyptian gods. And we know that you can only have one God, and especially for the Israelites. So, as a young boy, Solomon asked God for wisdom. God spoke to Solomon and said, "What would you like? You can have riches, you can have power. What gift would you like me to give you?" And he said he wanted wisdom. And God said, "Wow, because you asked for wisdom, I am not only going to grant you wisdom, but I'm going to grant you riches, and I'm going to grant you power." One of the famous stories about Solomon is the story of him judging a case between two women. The women lived with each other, and they each had new babies. And during the night, one of the babies died. So the mother of that baby switched out the dead baby for the live baby. So the next morning, the mother woke up. She saw this dead baby laying next to her. She knew it wasn't hers, and they took the case to Solomon. So Solomon said, "Oh, I have a great idea. What we'll do is we'll split the baby in half, and each woman will get half of this split baby." Well, of course, the real mother said, "No, no, don't do that, don't do that. She can have the child." And of course, the woman who had had the dead baby said, "Oh, yeah, go ahead and split the baby in half." And so Solomon said, "Aha, that's it. The woman who said to let the baby live, that's the true mother." Solomon, although I didn't put it on the slide, um, Solomon also had a visit from the Queen of Sheba, which would be present day Ethiopia, and she marveled at his wisdom. The descendant of the Queen of Sheba, the last king of Ethiopia, was um, in 1942, passed in 1942. And when we do DNA testing, we can find that he's actually a descendant of Solomon. Well, guys, I hope you have a great day. And remember, read your Bible every day.